Hi, Will Patterson, Louisville, Kentucky Living. Today we're going to talk about some red flags in regards to the purchase of a new home. It gives you some aspects to look through whenever you're walking through potential new homes. It may raise some red flags. They can be manageable, they can present opportunities to negotiate, but there are many aspects that could also affect the livability of the home, stuff of that nature. So let's take a look at these particular areas of control that we might have on the purchase of a new home and whether one should dive into purchasing a home that has these issues. Let's take a look at these right now. Let's jump into our first issue. We have a number of issues I'm going to discuss today, but here are some of the first ones. Foundation problems, cracks, uneven walls, uneven floors. Foundation issues can be one of the most concerning problems in a home. Cracks in a wall, uneven floors may indicate the foundation is shifting or settling. While this may not sound like a deal breaker, not all foundation issues are catastrophic. Some can be repaired, such as my own house. Often, minor settlements can be repaired with underpinnings or piering, which are less expensive than you think. If the seller is willing to make repairs, or if you're willing to take all this on yourself, this could be a manageable task. In this particular picture, we see a foundation that's cracked on the corner. To some degree, just by visually looking at that, that could just be a settlement issue, or it could be something even more involved based upon what the rest of the topography is around the house, or anything that has to do with the weight of the house and so on. It's pressing on that particular area. Let's move on to our next issue, roof problems. This particular picture here shows a wood shingled roof. It looks like it's been possibly damaged by a storm or something, or it could have been wind, or it could just be neglect. Roofs in bad shape can be a particularly bad encounter because it invites water, air, and all kinds of stuff into the house that's not wanted. Missing shingles, water damage in the attic can be red flags. Roof replacement can be very costly. Just heard recently in Florida, it could be just a normal two-bedroom, three-bedroom, two-bath house in Florida. Could be upwards of $70,000 just to replace a roof. If the roof has been left this way for several years, you can also ask for some type of negotiation with price to get the seller to help cover the cost. And sometimes a new roof can add value to the home as well. So as you might have guessed, our next issue that could be possible is plumbing problems or leaky pipes or water stains under sinks and stuff of that nature. Plumbing issues are likely from outdated fixtures, pipes that have not been properly connected. Clogged drains can be another common concern. These problems can be resolved with some simple repairs or upgrade, most likely, but not all the time. Even if you replace the plumbing in an older home, it's worth it for long-term value of the property so that the property is functioning properly. Modernized plumbing can save money on water bills and improve the overall efficiency of a home. My personal home, I've replaced all the plumbing and done so with the PEX water system. Next issue is electrical panels. Outdated fuse boxes or exposed wiring create potential fire hazards. The outdated electrical systems, faulty outlets can be a hazard to these particular homes, but these problems can be addressed with the professional help of an electrician. If you're buying an older home, the electrical system may need to be overhauled completely to come with current codes, depending upon the area and the house that you're living in. These can be particularly expensive when changing out from breakers to a particular panel like what you see here, or upgrading the panel that you see here. Significant upgrades could add value to the home as well over the course of time. As we move along, we come into energy efficiency and insulation. Drafty windows or poor insulation in the attic can be a big draw on expenses, especially when it comes to the aspects of keeping your LG&E or your electrical aspects in check with cost. Same with the water and stuff. If you go ahead and change out windows or increase insulation throughout your house, this can often fix and upgrade some of these features. Leaky windows are probably a big aspect, especially in older homes, as condensation might have condensed and so on, and then you might have some wood rot or some other aspects of going around the windows. Doors can be the same way. In the attic, this can be also similar around pipes and stuff that are for venting and stuff of that nature. So having these aspects checked to help lower your utility bills is a good plus. And also note, here we have foam insulation, or excuse me, this is fiberglass insulation. There are a couple of different types. There's the fiberglass, then you have foam board, and then you also have spray foam, which is sprayed into the cavity. As you can see here in this video, or this particular picture here, we have some pest infestation. This could be caused by termites, could possibly be some wood rot that lets the insects come into the wood itself. While this is not always a deal breaker, it is something that you want to definitely get checked out during an inspection. Pest control specialists can assess the situation and determine if this is termites or other, if there's any structural damage, and if left untreated, what the outcome could be from this perspective. Damage can often be reversed by clearing out these particular areas and putting in new. However, that can get particularly expensive depending upon the degree and the location of where the infestation is at. But it's also good to know with a pest infestation company to make sure that all these areas are sealed so that no further infestation can be done on the home and keep the home from going further into disrepair. The next part is going into the particular aspects of appliances, fixtures and stuff of that nature that run the house. You want to make sure that the appliances are up to date, not particularly old, as they can draw much more electricity or gas depending upon their fuel source. This can also go with the HVAC system as well as the water heater. So if there is outdated appliances, just make sure that those are easily replaced, or you might be able to negotiate them into a particular deal. Old appliances, like I said, are usually not very energy efficient, so make sure that whenever you do purchase new ones that you are looking for the energy efficient symbol. The next could just simply be cosmetic and wear and tear, such as going around a corner and putting your hand on the wall or a door every time you go in and out. It gets a little bit of wear and tear, and over the course of time, you might end up with some stains on the paint, or the paint start to chip or stuff of that nature. This particular picture here shows the outside of a house. The paint's, of course, not been done for quite some time, and you're getting a lot of different aspects in regards to wear and tear on the outside of the house here. Another would be scratches on the floor, outdated wallpaper, just all kinds of different aspects that are from a visual aspect that when you walk into a house, what's the first thing that you look at? You look at the walls, the ceiling, the floors, the fixtures, all those different aspects. And if it's a big house, the more expensive it is to repair or update, as is with a small house too. This goes back a little bit to our insulation, but we're going to talk a little bit more about mold and mildew. These can build up around your windows and doors, as well as in your attic. These can be especially present in basements and bathrooms as well. If the problem is isolated and hasn't spread extensively, it's fixable, but often mold can be removed and the moisture controlled with different processes applied to the house. Don't let the mold aspect scare you off completely, as professionals can have it inspected and treated. In this picture, we can see an extreme example of exterior landscaping and exterior issues. As you can see, the landscaping here, there's no grass, there's no sidewalks. The right side of the concrete wall going up the front steps is falling off. There's trees growing in the concrete. There's lack of windows, no paint. So this is kind of an extreme aspect. And then you can look at the house next door. Has similar aspects along with it. While overgrown bushes and damaged siding and stuff like that can be on keep, it also is not appealing. These can be negotiated, and a lot of these times these can be cosmetics and don't take quite as much time to remedy on a quick method than it does with other aspects that could be in a house. Improving the curb appeal can make the home much more enjoyable and increase its value as well. And as you can see here, this house has got some really nice curb appeal. Everything looks nice and pretty, and the couple looks all nice and happy. But these are some of the issues that could be repaired or migrated in the right approach into buying a home. While none of these can be a deal breaker, they can create potential cost and expense to the homeowner. So just always remember that these are negotiable items that can be negotiated into a contract if you ever see these on a property. Because remember, no house is perfect, and if you get 80 to 85% of what you're wanting in a home, you probably hit a home run. So I hope you enjoy and like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Again, Louisville, Kentucky Living. My name is Will Patterson with Aspire Real Estate.